Be back on. Sorry about that. I just had to do a system update on my phone, which I guess completed in the middle of, or towards the end of making that first part. So getting a two-part video today. I was just finishing up with talking about how much I've been enjoying Beyond the Ice Limit is the latest. Oh, go Henry. He's shooting the lights out here. I could never shoot. I was Charles Barkley in this body. I could rebound, layups, defense, block shots. I couldn't shoot. Anyway, Beyond the Ice Limit is another Douglas Preston and Lincoln Child book. This one is a non-Agent Pendergast book, and I think maybe that is the problem I was having with Crimson Shore and the Obsidian Chambers. I'm just kind of, they're going to write another 15 or 20 Pendergast novels, so there's really kind of, the stakes are kind of low when it comes to him as the main character. Like, Sherlock Holmes isn't going to die in the story. James T. Kirk wasn't going to die in whatever episode, or if he did, they were going to bring him back. And in Crimson Shore into Obsidian Chamber, you're led to believe that Pendergast is dead, but he's not, because you go on Wikipedia and you see there's another Pendergast novel due come out later this year. So the stakes were just kind of low, and again, the whole thing just kind of felt like filler. And but it could just be that I need to step away from those characters for a few years. But Beyond the Ice Limit is quite the opposite. It's a sequel to one of their first novels, which was called The Ice Limit, and regarded a scientific team going to South Pole or one of the poles to acquire a massive meteorite. And I don't want to give any spoilers, but things go wrong, and the meteorite is not acquired. And this book, which is probably, I haven't looked at the years, but it's probably a solid 15 at least years since Ice Limit, and it's kind of starts out kind of the same scientific expedition featuring the character of Gideon Crew from the Gideon's Corpse trilogy, heading down to retrieve this meteorite and seeing where it goes from there. I don't want to give any spoilers. I'm about third of the way, halfway through, and it's really cooking. It's a very good book. So I'm still a fan of Lincoln and Child. I think I just need to step away from the Agent Pendergast novels for a bit. I think that's it. I got nothing else lined up to read. I'll finish Beyond the Ice Limit and head over to the library and get out a few more books. If anyone has any recommendations, I will gladly take them. I'm all out of Crace. I'm going to stay off of Lincoln and Child for a while. And I was a big Carl Hiaasen fan for a long time in the 90s. He's a great South Florida crime writer with sort of a darkly comic streak through all of his books. Maybe I'll jump onto some Carl Hiaasen. But I'll take your recommendations. That's it. Just wanted to not leave you hanging with that last video. Go, Henry, go. Look at that form. Air ball. Air ball. Air ball. As you can see, I do have two cars now in front of my house. One of them works. I'll let you guess which one that is. So as ever, go to the About page and get my email, my Facebook, my Twitter. I'm having a ball on Twitter these days. It's crazy over there. Twitter is crazy. It's just nuts. I've been telling my son for the last couple of days, my oldest, son, tell me, what do you think is the stupidest thing in the world right now? He would go through a number of items, and I would say, no, Owen, the stupidest thing in the world right now is American politics. And I just can't. So if you can't either, then come on out this Saturday to Cabanas at 8 o'clock for the Billy Joel Show. It's going to be a lot of fun. Looking forward to, we're less than a month now from the premiere of Downton Stabby. That's not terrifying at all. Ding, ding, ding. And, recommend a good book. I've been listening to Are You Talking REM Re-Me, the podcast hosted by Scott Aukerman, who is a professional comedian on Comedy Bang Bang, and also hosted by Adam Scott, who's an actor you would know from Parks and Rec. He was Leslie Knope's boyfriend/husband. And it's the podcast run about an hour 30, hour 45. And about 30 to 45 minutes of that is actually talking about the REM album. The rest of it is just them being hilarious. So check it out. I listen to it on Earwolf is the website. But I'm going to recommend a song to you from the REM oeuvre. And if I haven't, I'm going to recommend two in case I already recommended the first one. The REM song called World Leader Pretend off the album Green, which is the next album on the podcast I'll be doing. And a wonderful song called, I'm trying to think of the name off the album Document that they just reviewed on their podcast. And it's called Disturbance at the Heron House. A very fun-ish REM tune. I'd recommend just about every REM song. But those two in particular, if you want to look them up on the YouTubes, feel free. All right, it's getting boring now. So have a wonderful night. I'll try to get back on for Karaoke Hello tomorrow. And have a wonderful weekend. And come check me out. You got Rio Station tomorrow night, which is Friday. And you got the Billy Joel Show on Saturday. So I hope to see you around. Yes, another Beatles shirt. I got about 7 of those because they didn't sell real well at the last show. So I have plenty of black t-shirts for the next 9 years. All right, that's all. Thanks a lot, and be good. I'll be back soon, I promise.